video is inspired by Karina Rachel of The Psyche Truth. And the reason why I really like to reiterate her videos is because she comes up with some really great valid points. And I really truly enjoy her videos because most of the things that she talks about, I research, I read, and I ask more questions about them, and I find them to be true. But what I really do think that most people like about their channel is because they give you a bit of information and they allow you to go ahead and expound and explore and think for yourself what the information that they put out there actually is it true or isn't it true to you? Because we all have different beliefs, we all have different knowledge. There's not one possible thing that can be right to all people. You know, what I may think is right, you may think is wrong. What you may think is wrong, I may think is right. So it's all about forming your own opinion about things, okay? Now we're going to talk about diets. The actual word diet I like to start off talking about is diet can be used in so many different forms. A lot of people use the word diet so loosely. Diet meaning something you can be sustaining from, or else diet meaning the way that you eat in general. Just the normal way that you eat every day. Like, what does your diet consist of? Does it consist of fruits, vegetables, meats, grains, and seeds? Or does your diet consist of red meat, processed foods, fast foods, or what? Diet. So, do you see where I'm going with the differences? But we're going to talk about diet as a whole, whether it is something that you're sustaining from and or something that you are doing on a regular basis. Now, I know, do you know anybody who do you see that's always on a different diet? Now, there's all kind of diets. There's Atkins diets, there's paleo diets, there's raw food diets, there's smoothie fast, there's all kinds of different diets that people are using. Okay, so there are a lot of dieting myths out there, and there's a lot of information out there that I'd like to help you to identify. Okay, I gotta let you guys know there's not just one diet that fits everybody, okay? That's what everybody thinks is a diet. But what did you do? No, everybody is different. Every diet is has to be uniquely modified for that particular person. So understand what the diet consists of and do the best you can to modify it for your specific needs. Because we're all made up of different matter, we all have different metabolisms, we all have different health issues, we all have differences. So not one diet is going to be a cookie cutter to fit everybody. And each person has a particular different nutrition need. And everybody has different conditions at different times of their life that further influence which nutritional influence our body tends to have. So that's such a myth that everybody can eat the same thing and lose weight, or just one single diet is going to work for everybody. So every single person is going to have a different situation, and it's going to require different remedies. So you have to find what works best for you. Okay, so now there's one type of diet that everybody goes through. Is the weight loss diet. The weight loss diet is a diet that we all go on and off of. And then going on a diet is a time of deprivation, it's a time of self-control and starvation. And being off of that diet means that we are off that diet pretty much, and we're going right back to the way we were eating, the way we were, and we tend to gain all of our weight back. So the myth is that you can go on a diet, lose weight, and keep that weight off when you go off the diet. Assuming if you think you're going to eat the same foods the way you did before. That's just not going to happen. We know that. So we have to think along the lines of having to have a weight management program after the diet if you care to sustain the weight loss that you. The weight loss industry really counts on us going on diets, going on and off of diets. That's how they become such the billion-dollar industry that they are, because they know we cannot sustain a real diet, losing the weight and sustaining that weight. So they count on us going on and off diets, and that's why they provide so many different weight loss products to us, and we fall for it every time. But then again, I fall for it every time too, but I have gotten better with educating myself and learning how to sustain my weight loss and making different choices every day of my life. So, you know, they say doing, what is it? They say, here we go again. What is insanity? Doing the same thing over and over the same way and again and expecting different results. In order to actually obtain different results, we have to change the way we've done things in the past. What didn't work for you may not work for you. What didn't work for you in the past may not work for you in the future. So try mixing it up and trying something else. And it's also worth noting that diets can have a more therapeutic purpose. Most people that go on a specific diet in order to improve their health or minimize some symptoms of illnesses that they may have, an inflammatory diet can also help to reverse a lot of symptoms that people are going through. Okay, so another big myth, and I want you guys to understand this, is that companies make you feel as though you need a big product or a major product, pills or something, to use in order to be successful at a diet. Don't fall for that. You don't need diet pills. You don't need any weight loss products. You don't need that. If you just learn about the proper nutrition and what your body needs, you can achieve the weight loss that you desire. MSG, GMOs, genetically modified foods, or anything like that, do not eat those, do not consume. Those are most of the foods that are helping us to stay fat. Another huge myth that they make us believe that it's right is using aspartame over sugar. That's a huge myth. Actually, aspartame, which is like in diet sodas, is much, much worse than regular sugars. Sugar is not a bad thing. It's just the amount of sugar that we are consuming. So, I would suggest that you leave the aspartame alone and get back to your regular sugar. I want you to start leaving behind, once and for all, going on and off of a diet. So relieve yourself of the word diet and that big thought of sustaining from a certain food so that you can get a certain way. And once you get that certain way, you can go off of that diet and then you'll be fine. It's just make-believe. We have to start being factual and real and truthful with ourselves, okay? So, there's no going on it, there's no going off of it. A diet is something that you're going to be eating for the rest of your life. Trust me, once we stop lying to ourselves, we can start getting past all of the BS